Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CCS Season 6. I'm back with Sleeper San Diego State coming off a red-hot win over number 2 Drexel. Open the season now in their second game with Grand Canyon, a rematch from last season's tournament.
Yeah, a couple back-to-back matches tonight for SDSU, but they somehow managed to take down Drexel in 5. That was an insane back-and-forth match. For those of you just tuning in, I would recommend going back to watch that one because Drexel was always down, but they were never out, and they always found a way to come back. But at the end, SDSU just had too much ice in their veins. They closed out the series beautifully.
It really did. I mean, again, that series kind of came to them with that big save from Sean B in Game 4 to keep the tie score alive, and then 5 Stars put away 2 seconds. In Game 5, I mean, AZAP took over. They ran away with it.
Yeah, AZAP really popped off later in that series, but they still got one more match ahead of them. They can't breathe quite yet. They need to stay locked in for one more best of 5 to open up season number 6 of CCS.
This will be a heck of a start, a 2-0 start to their season after last season's unfortunate miscomings in the non-conference schedule. But this time, again, they've already gotten through Drexel. That's step number 1 complete. Now Drexel, a little bit of a lesser ranked opponent, but still a very good team here in CCS. And the job has been set by AZAP. It's 1-0 early.
AZAP, we saw him put the team on his back in game number 5 against Drexel, and he's starting us off hot here in game number 1 against Grand Canyon, taking the first goal, not even 30 seconds needed, and he's already got one under his belt.
And Grand Canyon again, the roster change. Froppy out this season, Nightmare Rally in. Froppy sent to the GCU white team this season. We'll see how those rosters adjust here in Season 6, but 4:30 now to play, and AZAP again led SCSU to victory against Drexel, but now against Grand Canyon. We'll see how this one goes. Is AZAP already on the board?
Yeah, it's Season 6. We'll see a few different rosters here throughout the summer because, you know, college kids, they tend to get a little busy during the summer, so not able to stay hot on the sticks throughout the entire way, but hopefully to see some of those other familiar names back for Season 7, the fall season here. But right now, SDSU with their new third, Sean B, taking place of Aquino, they're looking really strong.
They were looking strong early, but again, last summer, if you missed last season, Season 3, Colorado and Oregon played in the title game last summer, and again, both those teams back respectively in CCS with upgraded rosters. Since then, is 3.5 to go here. San Diego State making an early statement this season, though, for the number 1 overall seed.
A lot of teams really trying to scrape and claw their way for that. It's an uphill battle for any of these teams, but I mean, someone's got to claim it, and SDSU is trying to make a good resume sheet to claim that number 1 spot. Still going forward here. Past couple minutes, nothing has really happened since that opening goal by AZAP. It's been some back and forth gameplay, but neither team really able to take firm control. That's a shot by Nando off post. Nightmare Raleigh saved away to the side. Bean Boy trying to set it back up again, but 5 Stars is going to be there. Nando again up to Bean Boy, but can't make contact there to push it towards the net.
And again, this is our 5th game of the season on stream. 3 out of the 4 previous have gone to Game 5, which is a crazy start to the season. And again, Charlotte-Syracuse, the one series that didn't go to Game 5. It was a sweep for the Orange, and that's kind of shocking to me that to not have that series go to 5 and everything else has. That's the kind of one series that bookmark a Game 5 in.
I mean, yeah, Charlotte historically in CCS have been outstanding, but I mean, Syracuse, the new pickup in Leisure, they're looking really good to start the season, and they're here to make a statement in CCS, coming in with their new pickup on the Rocket League roster, and they're also going to be one of those teams that are trying to make their claim as the number 1 team. But going forward, we'll have to see exactly how they do, if they just started off hot and it'll cool off. But Nando, he's going to start getting hot here. A nice little flip reset to push one to the back of the net.
Might have gotten 2. There's 1. And I think he got a second reset as well. 2 minutes to go. We're tied, though, at 1-1. Again, San Diego State coming off a big win over Drexel. But now Grand Canyon, a familiar opponent for the Aztecs. We'll see how they adjust to this one after playing a high-speed offense, and Drexel now playing a slower-paced offense Grand Canyon team.
It's definitely a lot less of a scoring affair here in this one. At least in game number 1, these teams still trying to feel each other out. That one could just bounce in. 5 stars had a chance to let it go through, but it is going to be saved away by Nando. Azap trying to set it up again, looking for a double flip reset. Going to be stopped by Nando once more. Now 5 stars working from his own back line. Pushes it up through the corner. That one's going to be Nightmare Raleigh to push that one away. Back into the midfield. Nando to try and get the offense going once more. It's going to be Sean B on the ground to carry this one out. Trying to get SDSU back into the offensive half.
That they've done here. The minute to go and some change to play in game 1. Still 1-1 after an early start for ASAP. Now here he goes again. Flip reset has help from Raspy though, and I think Raspy might have taken that ball away from him when he didn't want him to, but the offense still remains in purple territory for now. Sleeper with just south of 55 seconds here. And SDSU's offense, we know it can be lethal now, especially with Sean B added in place of Aquino.
Yeah, they're trying to get some infield passes working there. I mean, this team, a new sub pickup. I guess not a new sub, but a nice pickup in Sean B, trying to get those teamwork plays cooking together, but not being able to connect into the back of the net quite yet in this affair here against GCU. But they still have some good offensive looks. They're still getting those passes through. It's just that final shot that we haven't been able to see from them quite yet here, as the defense of Grand Canyon has been able to hold up so far. Now looking for a quick transition here. Pass 2. It's going to be Nightmare Raleigh getting his first of Season 6.
In 12 seconds, Grand Canyon take the lead here in game 1. And again, SCSU looking to trail the series again, and back-to-back start. 12 seconds left, plenty of time though for something off the kickoff. But again, ASAP had a heck of a start, a 1-0 lead, but then Grand Canyon with 2 unanswered here.
Yeah, that was a nice double with a flip reset from Nightmare Raleigh as well, showing that he's got a bit of mechanics in his own bag of tricks, as the time is starting to tick down, and that will hit the ground. And Grand Canyon, they've taken game number 1 here against a red-hot San Diego State.
That they have, still plenty to go in the series. I have been told that, Aquino is going to sub in here every now and then for San Diego State, so you'll get to see at least Aquino have a little bit during his last dance this summer, so I'm sure we'll get to see him play a couple times this season.
Yeah, Aquino, a long staple of San Diego State, so it'll be nice seeing him a couple more times before we officially send him off post-graduation. Congrats to Aquino as well, and all of the college graduates this past semester, you included, Nation, so congrats to you guys, and good luck in your future endeavors, whatever you may be doing. And but we still got a fun summer of CCS ahead of us with some of these graduates, and then also some incoming freshmen that we'll be seeing a lot more in the fall and upcoming seasons. So this summer, it's always a fun season to see what teams end up looking like and how these teams mesh together.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch this summer with new freshmen, and it's going to give us a preview of what fall is going to look like. But again, some teams are unable to play this summer. We're going to see a lot of high-level teams come back in the fall, like Michigan State and Missouri. So I'm excited to see kind of how that will affect CCS in terms of the new rosters having a lot of fun this season and doing really good, but how will they do whenever all these bigger teams come into the league again in the fall?
Yeah, I mean, you got to try and take those chances when you can. I mean, you mentioned Mizzou and Michigan State. They're taking the summer off. I mean, getting a little busy. Hard to try and find time here and there with working throughout the summer, but some of these teams like SDSU and possibly GCU trying to take advantage of those opportunities, the holes given to them. And Nightmare Raleigh, he's given a lane there, and he'll get the first goal in game number 2.
It's 4:40, and Nightmare Raleigh puts in goal number 1 with plenty of time to go. It's a 3-0 run, though, for the Antelopes.
After Azap got the first goal in less than 30 seconds in game number 1, it's been all GCU scoring wise. I mean, SDSU have had a couple looks in the offensive half, but haven't been able to break down GCU's defense. Their back line has been standing strong here so far for the last 5 minutes of gameplay, and they're looking to try and continue their sweeping efforts here against SDSU.
Absolutely, and again, I think coming into this series, even before the Drexel game, SCSU heavy favorites with the new roster for Grand Canyon, but again, right now, Grand Canyon looking the better team, and that's a big save for Raspy with a minute off the clock.
Yeah, now trying to Face Bean Boy in that front post. Well, it turned him away for now. Now 5 stars. Brings it up right back to Raspy. Able to get it through one, but Bean Boy is there on the defense. Now infield pass to Azap, denied as well. I mean, this GCU defense has been holding strong here with whatever SDSU have thrown at them so far.
Absolutely agree. And Raspy off the backboard sets up a teammate there. I believe that was Nando, but unable to connect off the ceiling. And SDSU's offense, Sleeper, it's got to get going. It's a little bit lackluster than what we saw against Drexel.
Yeah, now 5 stars. Trying to be the one to do that. Takes it through the ceiling, and Nando can't get behind the ball. 5 stars, a great shot there, taking it up to the ceiling. Has to go through a couple cars as well, and he's able to push that one in to tie up the game with 3:21 on the clock.
3:21. It's a 1-1 affair here in the game number 2. And again, Grand Canyon kind of stole game 1 as well, Sleeper, and had that late rally to, find a way to win. But, again, in game 2, San Diego State, they kind of woke up a little bit as Raspy fires, no good.
Our offense starting to wake back up into this one, and they cooled down after that that Drexel series, and look like they're starting to find their offensive ways once again here, finding a way to score against GCU. A little bit of a different defensive complex makeup, but able to find a way to score nonetheless. Now Azep, a good challenge there into the midfield. Nando's able to clear it all the way down though. Trying to get GCU back onto offense, get us talking about their shooting ways again. Now Nando, great 50, but it's going to be turned away by SDSU.
2:29 to go. That was almost a feeding goal there, but unable to connect off the passing off play, but that shot to the corner. Good, Raspy, a second.
Top left corner for Raspy. Takes control off of that side wall. Nice little touch. Finds his way behind it once again, and he just has to shoot it top left. No one from GCU saving that one. Now with less than half the time left to play here in game 2, SDSU have taken the lead back for themselves here, and their offense is starting to cook.
Yeah, 2-0 run here. I think game 1, they might have came in with lower expectations than what was needed after beating Drexel. They're kind of playing off of a high note, and you come to a series with Grand Canyon expecting to kind of have your way after that, but GCU punched them in the mouth a little bit offensively, and now they've kind of woken up again.
Yeah, Nando trying to get GCU back onto the offensive half, though. Nightmare Raleigh continuing the push. It's going to be through the corner. 5 stars, light touch, ends up back into the hands of Nightmare Raleigh, and he ties this game back up.
At a minute 47, Nightmare Raleigh able to find a goal too. 107 seconds on the clock here. In game number 2, we're tied again, and both these games have seen a couple of ties here after the opening minutes.
And Nando taking control off of the kickoff. It's centered for Bean Boy. Can't make contact. Nightmare Raleigh off the post. Azap is able to take control and clear it back upfield. Now has a lane, but Nightmare Raleigh will take it away. Raspy trying to get something off the backboard there. No boost as well. Now 5 stars can't get it over to Azap. Deadly counterattack here for GCU. No boost in the attackers' tanks though, so it will be able to be turned away by SDSU. Looking for a transition of their own. Azap trying to bounce it center. Bean Boy awkward. Nando is able to push it into the corner. GCU survived that counterattack.
1 minute remaining here in game number 2. Grand Canyon can see a 2-0 lead with another score in this series. SDSU going to equalize this at 1 in Sleeper. That would be a big monumental step here for Grand Canyon if they can find a way to win game 2 here.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams tied game, 40 seconds on the clock, having some fast transition offense now in the later stages of game 2. That one's a close opportunity for GCU, able to be turned away. Now Azap centered for Raspy. Great challenge by him in the air, and it will fall into the net. SDSU take the lead with 27 seconds on the clock.
You just felt like that was coming too for San Diego State to take the lead and try to find a way to level this series.
25 seconds on the clock. GCU take control off the kickoff. That's what they needed. Bean Boy in the air, able to get it past the entire defense, just off post. Nando the shot, 5 stars the save. A little bit of the miscommunication there from SDSU, but they're not punished for it. 5 stars takes it back upfield. Time counting down, 5 seconds now. 5 stars trying to just get one more for the road. Nightmare Raleigh, 0-second drill. Just put down by the defense of SDSU, and they tie up the series.
That was almost an own goal there too at the end, and SDSU going to level this series 1-1.
It was again very back and forth. We've seen SDSU, they like to do that here. We saw it in the last series, we see it in this one. They got down against Grand Canyon, but after that, they found their offensive footing once again, and they were able to find a way to rattle off a few goals and take one from Grand Canyon. Now we may see them start to just explode in the offensive half here, as they found a way that works to break down the defense of GCU, and well, we might see them exploit that here in Game 3 and just take advantage of that.
Yeah, Drexel won Game 3 earlier, and then SCSU again had the 2 in a row. We'll see if Grand Canyon can put San Diego State in that same hole here, down 2-1. But now SCSU woken up. They've got a game under their belts, and Grand Canyon can start to kind of feel the pressure that San Diego State's going to put on them in this series.
Yeah, but now 30 seconds, a little bit different from the previous games. Neither team has scored quite yet. I mean, in the previous 2, we saw one from GCU and one from SDSU within the first 30 seconds, as these defensive thirds holding a little bit stronger here as the series progresses. Now AZAP just trying to keep control for SDSU there. 5 stars not able to catch up to the ball, but is able to demo the man on the ball. Now Raspy taking this one back upfield. Nightmare Raleigh in the corner waiting for him. Can't get a good challenge. Now Nando able to take it through, looking for a transition for GCU, but punched right back into their own half.
And then we also lost 5 stars. He's already back in the lobby, though, and play continues through the first 30 seconds. So play continues in a brief little power play. And I hate this game sometimes because they just randomly kick you out of the private match like nothing happened.
Yeah, sometimes these servers can get a little goofy, but nonetheless, both these teams still holding strong here. No harm, no foul, as I always say. As 5 stars on the offensive half, looking to connect with AZAP, but just playing a little bit too ahead of the ball. Now Raspy in a dangerous situation, not able to make contact. Nightmare Raleigh through the corner, has Bean Boy, and they score first with 3:11 on the clock.
3:11. And Nightmare Raleigh finds a pass option, double commit from 5 stars, and Aquino opens up the net for a 1-0 Antelope lead.
I mean, San Diego State, they had a lot of the offensive pressure in the early goings of this game, but GCU, the ones to be able to score first off of a quick counter attack. That's what you need when the goals come few and far between. 'Cause that's just a misplay there from AZAP, and it hits the back of the net. Now GCU just get a free goal there.
2-0 start to game number 3. And then again, SCSU again, kind of in trouble here, Sleeper. They just haven't quite looked themselves like they did against Drexel. This is a completely different kind of look here.
Yeah, we saw a lot of high-flying, high-scoring offense from SDSU, but it's been a lot tougher to try and sneak their way past the defense of GCU. And a couple uncharacteristic mistakes from SDSU as well, allowing GCU the space afforded to them to just keep peppering in shots and goals. That's another one there for Bean Boy. AZAP just can't read that one right. Raspy not in a good spot to recover to the ball, and it's just a free net.
2:32 to go in game number 3. The Aztecs trail by 3, and if this result holds, and what does this do to San Diego State's season if Grand Canyon do indeed come out on top here after San Diego State's win earlier?
I mean, you got to look at San Diego State, maybe just peaking at the right time to take down Drexel. But you got to try and find a way to beat any team that's thrown in front of you. Can't always count SDSU out, though, as AZAP showing why exactly there. Nice little catch and carry for himself. Raspy also causing a little bit of chaos on the car of Nightmare Raleigh. And opens up some space for him to just push one into the net. There's still 2:11 on the clock, and you can never count out SDSU. I was saying that, I was going to say that before AZAP scored, but you can never count them out. They've found a way, always found a way to score goals in bunches, you could say. They almost get another one back there, but just off the mark. Now Raspy's follow-up, able to be saved away. He gets an exterminator as well. He has been hunting those demos. AZAP's shot saved at the last second off the post as well. Now it's back for a counterattack for GCU to take some control of the offense.
Yeah, in free space, AZAP is one of the best players in CCS there is when it comes to, his mechanical ability, especially in free space. I think if Grand Canyon continue to limit him, that could severely favor Grand Canyon here, which they've done so far with 90 seconds to go. AZAP and crew need 2 in the last minute 20.
Good stop there from Nightmare Raleigh on the backboard, pushing it out to the side wall, wasting a little bit of time. Now Bean Boy trying to take it through that midfield line. Raspy gonna push that one back into the offensive third, but it's a quick transition. Nightmare Raleigh can't make clean contact. That one could have been dangerous there. Raspy, great 50 from him to push that one out of their own half. Bean Boy, though, able to take control. 50s it in the center with Raspy. 5 stars now. The shot off of Raspy's pass, but it's able to be pushed away by Nando. Still, GCU not able to get that transition attack quite centered down quite yet. But no matter, it's only 40 seconds left. They still have a 2-goal lead, some room to breathe. Now Nando looking for another one, is able to be saved away by 5 stars, but now it's SDSU have to try and get something going on offense as soon as possible.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go here. AZAP over 1, has no help though. Down low, 5 starts trying to break through. The 50 unable to go. Raspy towards the corner. And it comes away possession, Grand Canyon. 15 to go. Game 3 in limbo for the Aztecs.
AZAP, some control, trying to take it over. 2 is able to do it. Great stop there from Bean Boy to keep that one away and keep this one firmly in control of Grand Canyon University as they take the series 2-1 now and go to match point.
San Diego State going to trail 2-1 again. We'll see if they can claw themselves back out of that hole, a second series in a row. But Grand Canyon, this will be now a huge win after SCSU's win over Drexel.
Yeah, as Grand Canyon, they really just took control of that one and they didn't let up at all. San Diego State, they tried fighting back into it, but it was a little too late for them as Grand Canyon's defense held firm. They've been looking really strong here in this series, I should say, Nation. The defense of Grand Canyon have not afforded San Diego State anything.
And not at all. I mean, again, in the Drexel series, the SCSU defense was the reason why they won. And AZAP obviously being him on offense. But now against Grand Canyon, this is a completely new look, and AZAP hasn't quite taken over, and the SCSU defense hasn't been as physical as they were against Drexel.
Yeah, and good point to you, Nation. When SDSU have scored, it's because AZAP has taken control, whether it's him just making a great solo player, opening up some space for his teammates to find a lane through to the net. But other than that, we haven't really seen the other two being able to open up those lanes for themselves. I mean, 5 stars had that one very nice ceiling shot, but that was about it off of all of their goals. GC's defense has been able to turn them away every step of the way.
Yeah, it might just be the night of the defenses here tonight, Sleeper. SCSU's defense hasn't been disciplined as well as they should be in a series like this. As Bean Boy trying to 50 his way through AZAP will find the save, though, in the first minute. Comes and goes 0-0 after 1.
GCU looking for some offense here. Able to be cleared away. That was an open net for the side of GCU, but able to recover before it gets anywhere near it. Now AZAP trying to take it through the corner. Great 50 from him. Nando in the net, able to turn it away. Now looking to get it past the midfield line. Can't do so as Raspy is there. Bean Boy trying to play it through Raspy as well. Now Nando will take back control. Gets the ball taken away from him. Nightmare Raleigh, no boost. Leaves it Fernando in the midfield, pushing it into the offensive half, trying to get their own attack going now.
A zap towards the corner, and again, this would now be 4-5 series of SDSU win this game and send us to game 5 again as Raspy off the backboard, taking his time. 30 boost used, trying to look for a 50 down low. AZAP fires wide and still remains tied on 0 after 2 minutes.
Both of these teams have had a couple looks towards the net. Nothing really dangerous, I should say, but now 5 Stars looking to change that up. Off the backboard, looking for the double, just can't get the right angle on it. That one could have been the one that SDSU needed to get back to their shooting ways, but instead it's a transition for Grand Canyon here. It will be turned away for now by 5 Stars. AZAP taking control, great 50 as well in the air. Looking to push it one last time for someone else to shoot the ball on net, but it's going to be turned away by GCU. Quick transition, saved by 5 Stars.
Now Raspy in transition here for SCSU. Going over one now, back low, and 5 Stars botches the shot there. And San Diego Sleeper, another A1 look gone to waste.
5 Stars specifically, he's had a couple great looks, but just can't get his car at the right angle to push the shot on target. Saw that epic double touch off of the ceiling, just couldn't get to the right angle, and then that one there. This Raspy has some room to breathe, looking to push that upfield. AZAP being a little bit of a demo merchant right now. 5 Stars off the backboard. That one's awkward for the defensive GCU, able to turn it away for now. 5 Stars, that one's just off of the post. A lot more on target for him this time, but still too far away from the back of the net. Now Raspy looking to set it up once again through the corner. Can't get the bump either. Now AZAP down, that's on target. Bean Boy the save. This defensive GCU holding on every step of the way.
And it's 20 to go. I don't know if we can call AZAP a demo merchant, as he does a lot offensively. That's like not calling SCA a free throw merchant.
Yeah, I was just throwing out what I was seeing. He had 4 demos in a row, so I mean, he was being a demo merchant in that moment. Either way, SDSU still wasn't able to capitalize off of it. As I mean, AZAP, he has an extermination already in this match. Just a minute left to play as well. Still 0-0. But SDSU, they have been knocking on the door for quite a while. They just have not been let in yet.
Ground pitch, there it is, 1-0, 42 seconds, and San Diego State finally find a way to score.
And when you're knocking at the door and you're not being let in, eventually you're just going to break the door down, and AZAP does a fantastic job there. Takes it up to the skies, takes it back down to the ground, pinches it into the bottom right corner, and that's why AZAP is just so good on the ball. He is a 1v1 man, and it shows out in everything he does, especially on the 3v3 pitch, opening up the space in the offense, whether it's for himself or for his teammates. He just knows how to break down defenses.
Absolutely he does, but 20 seconds to go here, and it's still a 1-goal game. You can't get content here yet. Still plenty of time for Grand Canyon to get one clear and a good look down the field, but right now at GCU has been in terror to AZAP's demolitions.
And now AZAP keeping this one in the offensive half. On the midfield line, Raspy pushing that one back up. Nightmare, I mean, he's just trying to keep it up. One last push for GCU will not come to fruition. And once again, Nation, on the main stream for Season 6, we have another Game 5.
I think we're stream Game 5 merchant, Sleeper.
There have been a lot of them. Like you said earlier, Nation, only one game on stream has not gone to Game 5. That was when Syracuse swept Charlotte, but SDSU especially, no stranger to Game 5. They had one earlier, and now they have one against Grand Canyon as well, trying to take this series in 5. One last game to go.
Yep, streams 4 for 5 on Champions Field this season, 2 of which have gone to overtime. In Game 5, we'll see what happens here. It's 4:50 to go. We're underway in Game 5, and it's a 2-0 sack of a start for SCSU if they can find a way to win here.
And that's a great start in Game 5 as well. Just compounding offense. Raspy off the backboard. centered for AZAP. He just blasts that one through the defense. Nobody in time to react to the shot. And that's just right on through instantly for SDSU to take the lead.
And yeah, if you're a high seed though, you're gonna want SSU to lose this though, because that kind of that's actually Drexel. You know, the loss there kind of puts Drexel back towards the top end of the conversation. Because again, a lot of these top teams don't get to play each other a lot in the non-conference. When it comes time for selection weekend, and you have to decide what 4 teams are 1 seeds, you kind of look back at the head-to-head here.
And San Diego State, they definitely have that head-to-head right now. Took down Drexel in 5. And they're looking to try and take down GCU in 5. AZAP, he's going off demoing people again on the purple half as he now takes control of the ball, trying to get it around, but Nando will deny him on the offensive half. Great challenge from Bean Boy, just off of the post though. It stays 1-0 here for SDSU, but for how long? GCU, they're still knocking on the goal line.
Now it kind of feels like GCU is due. They've knocked down the door, but they haven't quite broken through it yet. And this is looking like the last series for SDSU. Their defense finally playing disciplined. They're being physical, and they're communicating at a high level. And I think it's showing here in Game 5.
And now GCU just kind of stuck on their own back line, trying to take a couple seconds to be able to push that ball back into the offensive half. Nando has a shot there. It's going to be saved by Raspy. AZAP on the reset right in Raspy's way, but able to get out of it before he pumped Raspy off the ball entirely. Now 5 Stars has to take control in his own corner. Bean Boy right in front of AZAP, so he has to take just an extra second, but is able to do so with efficiency. Now has the 50 Nightmare. Nando as well now takes control. Pushes that one upfield. Raspy on the back line. Trying to push it back into offense for SDSU, but they're being stuck to their own half for an extended period of time here.
At 2:48 to go. I mean, Nando now back to the right-end corner. And again, Sleeper, those of you that follow college athletics, both these teams playing in their final year in their respective conference right now.
Yeah, Nightmare Raleigh trying to tie up this game. Now just halftime left to play. Raspy centers it for 5 Stars. It's going to be off the backboard. Bean Boy reading it. Pushes that one back to the midfield line. That's where AZAP takes control though. Gets bumped away by Nightmare, but he has 5 Stars in support, and they take a 2-goal lead.
And a 2-0 lead, 2:21 to go. And Grand Canyon going to join the Mountain West next July in 2026, and San Diego State will depart the Mountain West and leave for the Pac-12 next summer.
Some good old college shuffling in the conferences, as always. I mean, it happens more often than you would think, but Bean Boy, him scoring, he wants it to happen more often than people give him credit for. Gets one back here for GCU. Cuts it back to a 1-goal game.
Good one, 2:10 to go. And the lead back down to minute here. Still plenty of time to go, though. So Grand Canyon far from out of it.
In 2 minutes, you can never keep a 1-goal lead for 2 minutes. I mean, you can, but it's a very hard task to accomplish. SDSU, they will not be able to do it as Nightmare Raleigh comes knocking on the door, and he just instantly blasts it right open with a nice clean old shot right to the net. Defense nowhere in sight. 2 minutes, 2-2, 2s all around. I mean, it's game 5, but either way, both these teams, so much to play for in these last 2 minutes.
Can they get 3 for 4? Game 5 OTs. I mean, again, we're minute 48 away from just that, or are we going to see a late game heroic effort from GCU or SDSU?
Yeah, SDSU trying to be the one to do the late game heroics. AZAP taking his time, trying to fake out a Bean Boy, make him get in his own head about the defense, but is able to push it away. Now Raspy can't dunk that one off of Nando's car. Bean Boy to push it through to the center. Nobody there for the shot on GCU, so AZAP was able to push it to the corner. Now 5 Stars transition, waterfall down. Nando, just a dangerous touch, but is able to push it off of the post. Now AZAP is being hunted, but is able to push it away from being a GCU transition. Now Nightmare sets up Bean Boy. It's going to be high, almost connects with Nightmare again. Nando getting involved in the play as well, but it is able to be turned away by SDSU. Their defense holding on here as we head to the final minute, Nation.
Game 5 still tied at 2-all. Nightmare Raleigh down Fernando. Here's San Diego State trying to keep alive a perfect start to the season after what happened earlier. But 40 seconds away, they got to find a way to finish the job here.
GCU still trying to push that final shot through. 5 Stars will save it away. Looking for a transition. I believe that was Raspy on the save, excuse me. But either way, 5 Stars couldn't get the transition through to the net. Now is able to turn that one away. Big pinch as well. Forces it back into that purple half. Nightmare Raleigh just trying to play that one slow. Had no boost. Had no one else in defense. AZAP taking out the defense that has recovered. Raspy can't get it through. Now AZAP trying to meet up with him again. It's going to be up in the air, but Nando and the rest of GCU behind the ball to push it away. AZAP, couple seconds remaining in the air to work with. No more boost. That one for Raspy. He pushes it through on 0 seconds, and SDSU finish it just before overtime.
And AZAP has taken over when the game mattered most. SDSU remain perfect. 2-0 start to the season. 2 Game 5s over Grand Canyon and Drexel.
SDSU, a perfect start to their season 6. I shouldn't say perfect. It went to 2 Game 5s, but 2-0 on the score sheet for their record to start season 6, and they start off hot. I mean, taking down Drexel and GCU, both which are really good teams in their own right. I would say Drexel more than Grand Canyon, no sneeze to them, but I mean, Drexel has made top 4, top 2 in the CCS champs, but either way, SDSU will not be denied tonight as they go 2-0 to start season 6.
That they do. It's going to be fun to see where the rankings drop on Monday and see where everybody falls and where SCSU will be put. That's a big week here for the Aztecs. Grand Canyon and Drexel both in the win column now for the Aztecs. And nonetheless, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 8 Eastern. Colorado takes on Purdue to open the night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.